Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new video from International Publishers Academy. So today's topic, guys, is gonna be about the cover for our book. There are a lot of people out there that are talking about how to create the right cover for our manuscript, so which is the right way to produce the best seller cover as possible. Where should I get it done from? Should I use AI? Shouldn't I? Or everything like this. So the cover, of course, as all of the people that are doing self-publishing, I hope and I suppose understand, is really probably the most important thing of all of the elements. Here's why. We are publishing books on Amazon, so just manuscripts on the Amazon marketplace. And once we create the contents, so per contents I mean like the manuscript, the description, the subtitle, eventually even editorial reviews, the A+, and all of these elements put together. One of the biggest thing and important that we supposed to create also is the cover. Guys, all the people and you and yourself, first of all, is choosing, selecting, or deciding something mostly from what you see rather than the information that you receive about it. So the cover is our most important element in order to set up best-selling books. And why? Because is how you present your own manuscript. You're never gonna see any bestseller books on Amazon as much as every kind of biggest corporates or businesses. They do not put the right emphasis and focus on the packaging or on the design. That's totally one of the biggest important things that you need to understand. So actually, once you are buying something, you're buying not only a product or a service, but you're buying the emotions that this product or service is letting you feel. That's the same reason why the same book, the same person with a nice dress is much more liked than the same person presented with a trash or just not that one dress on it. So the aesthetical side of everything that we are surrounded with in this world is what let us judge, think, or express just even an opinion about it. The same book with a right cover compared with the same book with a different cover and a bad one is gonna be totally looks like as another different book. So since the cover is so important for all of our books, what we need to do is at least trying to select the right design. While I'm doing this business and I'm recording this video is the end of 2024, we are still got a lot of results and developments with the AI, so with ChatGPT, Midjourney, and a lot of other AI instruments and tools that provide us the chance to produce images. But at the same time, in my opinion, it still be better to delegate our cover to a right and professional design. So this doesn't mean necessarily that we're supposed to spend a capital to get our cover done, but at least we're supposed to delegate it to a real person, a professional design, and someone that makes cover every day. So there are several ways, of course, to select the right designers. There are a lot of applications as Upwork. One of the biggest and most used, to be honest with you, it's Fiverr. So you can just try to open the website, look all of those people that they're proposing to you by doing something in terms of designs and all of these things until you're not gonna find the right one that you think is gonna be the best one. So covers, one of the things that we have to consider while we create our cover, I would say it's also the measures, because as you know there are like a lot of different formats that we can select while we are studying our cover design. Usually we are not doing as a group something much way different than what the competition at the moment is doing. So if you are on a certain keyword and the best-selling books are used a specific book format, usually we keep the same. So actually the format is not one of the biggest and important things rather than the design is, because what we want to do is to align our format already to the competition. And why do we do so? Because the competition has already proved us that what they did is actually working. Okay, so at least in the format, we don't want to use something extravagant or totally different just for the pure pleasure to try, but we gotta select the ones that they turned already the books into best-selling books. But about the design, and here's where all of the people usually committed like a lot of mistakes, is that they're trying, first of all, to do something totally different from the competition. What I mean by totally different, if we are working on a data keyword and the main colors also eventually of the book cover is a certain one, we cannot use a totally different color unless it's not something that is supposed to add value in it. So if the competition uses a certain color on the background and we find out that we can use like a different color that maybe can stand out more the fonts, for example, and at the same time is more in target for the topic that we are publishing in, we do not have to invent anything new, guys. So usually one of the best rules is just to imitate and take the most of inspiration from what it actually is already working. So I don't even want to consider as a second mistake all of those people that they do not even put the right effort in order to find the right designer. So they're just trying to make up a cover done by themselves. So with the shittiest quality, we've done even the minimum effort in order to put the design work as much as possible. So I do not even consider that. I'm just talking about those people that understanding how much the design is important for our covers, at least they already got that they need to let them done from expert designer. So one of the other things that people usually do as a mistakes is that they try to put a lot of text into them. So the more we go on, guys, the more the majority of customers, especially in Amazon, are buying mobile. So there are not so many people that they're buying from the laptop or just at home from the PC. And this means that making the purchase on a smaller device, the quality of the covers, first of all, is supposed to be the highest as possible, and second of all, is supposed to have the less detail as possible. So even nowadays I see a lot of people that they try to be competitive with other best-selling books in their own keywords by trying to create all those kinds of covers that they are like full of elements that they can barely understand what the main design is from a few distance away. So the cover is supposed to be simple and high capture as much as possible. That's why it's not even like a bad strategy, the one that is telling you to do not add so many text on it. So especially in some contents, there are the best-selling covers that they do not even write down the subtitles or other kind of these information. So they prioritized the author name, the title, and maybe some cockade, maybe to express the number of the recipes, the year edition, or something like that. So why? To keep it simple, to play as much as possible with the quality of the design, to play as much as possible on the colors in order to be as much as possible high capture to the Amazon customer, and to do something in general better, more good looking in comparison with the competition. So since the cover it's really the biggest element of our books, just please guys try to make a lot of research at the very beginning, especially if you're starting from scratch and you still do not have any designer to work with, because I can guarantee you that once you delve yourself a lot in the first process of research about finding the right designer, you're never gonna regret it lifelong. It's better to talk with a lot of people trying to get several type of the same cover from different kind of artists or designers as well anyway, in order to compare them and try to commit as many mistakes or tries as possible at the very beginning, in order that once you find the right designer, you're not even gonna have any regret. So you will find the right person that may assist you while all of your self-publishing business. You will have less kind of communication distraction by try to talking with other people, other designers, in order to find the best one and everything like that. So eventually postpone your starting at the beginning. You can take like several days or maybe a few weeks to find the right designer, but again, once you find it, it will really worth. So for all of our students and people that are working with us, of course we suggest a lot of designers on the right platforms in order to work with, but I can guarantee you that even though you are not our customer or student yet, you can find a lot of them pretty much easy on this kind of platform. But again, please pay as much attention as possible at the very beginning, okay, so that the rest will follow. So that's it also about the cover creation for today. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.